So today, class, we're going to continue our unit on ball hockey. So I want to start off with reviewing some of that success criteria for stick handling that we talked about yesterday. So what I need you to do is turn to your partner and brainstorm. Try to remember some of that success criteria for stick handling. What does good stick handling look like? So turn to your partner and have that conversation about what good stick handling looks like. Following partner discussions, consider having pairs share their responses with the class. Consider recording correct responses on poster paper for future reference. Throughout the lesson, continue to draw students' attention to the identified criteria for success. So our warm-up today is called Can You Handle It? What we're going to do one at a time, when I say you're going to grab a stick, then you're going to move around in our activity area, controlling the stick handling, and demonstrating some of the criteria that you and your partner just talked about right now. So, squad one, if I could have you stand up and go grab your sticks. Prior to the activity, inspect the area for safe traction and potential hazards. Cones can be placed around the activity area to add another degree of difficulty to the warm-up activity. Remind students to be cautious of others when moving. Use only a soft ball, such as a cloth ball, beanbag, or rubber puck. Use only regulation, plastic ball hockey, Cosm hockey, or a wooden hockey shaft with a plastic blade. Sticks must be checked regularly for cracks, splinters, or loose blades. Sticks must remain below the waist at all times. Students find a spot in the activity area and practice stick handling back and forth while standing still. They can stick handle with short sweeps and with wide sweeps, making sure to keep the ball or puck under control at all times. Encourage students to keep their heads up as often as possible. Provide each student with two objects, either beanbags, small cones, or blocks. Place the objects on the floor about 1 meter apart. While standing still, students practice stick handling around the two objects in a figure 8. Again, remind students to keep their heads up. The stick should remain in contact with the ball or puck at all times. Be sure to remind students of the success criteria throughout the task. Leave the objects on the floor and have students stick handle around the activity area moving forward. Encourage students to keep their heads up to avoid collisions, to avoid the obstacles, and to master the art of stick handling with their heads up. If students are feeling comfortable, they can increase the pace by jogging very slowly while stick handling. Students who are feeling challenged can remain stationary, and those who are feeling comfortable can experiment with moving sideways while stick handling. If equipment is available, allow students to choose the object they feel most comfortable stick handling. A beanbag will be easier to control than a ball. We'll now finish our lesson today with our mini game. So what I want you to do is your entire squad go to your designated area and get set up. Divide the class into groups of 6 and divide the activity area into 4 quadrants. In each of the 4 quadrants, set up one net using pylons. Play mini half-court games of 3-on-3. Remind students about the safety rules of ball hockey. Players can only stick handle for a maximum of 5 seconds, and then they must pass or shoot. All shots and passes must be below the waist. If a team loses possession through interception or by shooting the ball or puck out of bounds, then the defensive team must take at least 3 passes before they can shoot on the net. Both teams shoot at the same net, and there are no goalies. Use a line or some form of marker, such as tape, to designate a crease area where no players can enter. This will prepare them for future games where the goalie is in play. Consider reminding students of strategies, such as moving to an open space, transitioning from offense to defense, and the effective use of communication skills. One student will be in the center while the others are jogging and then walking around the outside as we decrease our heart rates. That center student is going to be passing a puck or ball to you. You're going to pass it back, and we're going to continue to move around the circle as we decrease our heart rates. Let's finish with a stretch. Students stretch with their partner from the Minds On activity. Review the success criteria for maintaining possession and have students self-assess their ability to meet this criteria and demonstrate their learning with a thumbs up.